Have you ever thought, what is Cillian Murphy's problem? No, me neither. But have you ever thought, what is the problem with Cillian Murphy? Because we know him from his lead roles in Oppenheimer and Peaky Blinders and maybe 28 Days Later, and people really like them. Like, really like them. So why hasn't he had any more big lead roles? Why was his last role in a small independent Irish film? And what can you learn from him? Does Cillian Murphy even have a problem? Because we know from last year that he can act in big blockbusters.
And the Oscar goes to Cillian Murphy.
There's this really interesting story to do with the lead role when, in 2009, Christopher Nolan had finished writing Inception and he was looking for actors to fill the roles. Having worked on The Dark Knight with Murphy before, knowing his ability as an actor, Nolan gave him the script and told him to pick any character he wanted. He literally had free reign of the whole film, but Murphy picked a side character instead of the lead role. This is the same lead role Leonardo DiCaprio earned $50 million for. Murphy stated that he connected with the side character more than the main character. He also said he found that character more of a challenge.
I like to be challenged, and when I read something, I want to go, I don't really know how I can do that.
But that isn't the main reason why Cillian Murphy doesn't take larger roles more often, because take Christian Bale, who lost 28 kilograms for his role in The Machinist. That looks like a challenge. Lots of actors like challenges. The main reason is that there's a big difference between Cillian Murphy and Christian Bale, which is Cillian Murphy is an introvert. He likes to spend time alone. Like even on the set of Oppenheimer, he'd usually skip the cast meals to rest and relax in his room. So when he took the leading role in small things like these, it was no surprise. This film is a quiet character study of a man who cares. He cares about the injustices around him when others don't. It's not a blockbuster. It didn't gross hundreds of millions of dollars, but it was good. This is probably the most important point that strikes me about Cillian Murphy, is that he doesn't care, but in a good way. He doesn't care about having a flashy lifestyle. He doesn't mind if he's not in every film, or if he's not considered to be the best actor. He's not bothered about what people think of him. He's focused on the work rather than his image. When you watch Cillian Murphy in this independent Irish film, the fact he's been in major Hollywood productions fade away. You can imagine him having this quaint and quiet lifestyle in real life. Playing the lead role in this film, Cillian Murphy made less than a quarter of what he could have made on Inception. To me, he seems like he's just trying to be better than he was yesterday. He's an actor who finds gratification in the work he does, not in the parties he could attend.
Very early on in my career, a director said, it takes 30 years to make an actor. It's maturing as a human being, and by the time you've been doing it for 30 years, you might be an okay actor.
So, Cillian Murphy's biggest problem is himself. His biggest limitations are his morals, beliefs, and preferences. Whether that's a problem depends on what lens you look at him through. Is making money more important than staying true to yourself? Should you embrace new challenges or stick to what you know? There's this short clip of Cillian Murphy which I think summarizes him best.
You used to be an actor,
Yeah.
and now you're a movie star.
I think you can be both. You know, I've never understood that term really, movie star. I've always just felt like I'm an actor. That's, I think, a term for other people rather than for me.